Well, good morning. Have we any visitors this morning? No one gets up this early. Any place exciting? Bethlehem. Did you know Jesus? Yes, good. It's the right answer. Well, welcome. In this morning's gospel today, Jesus gives us the absolute fundamental kernel of what we're supposed to be doing as Catholics. When those who were fighting against him came to try to trick him, they wanted him to choose one particular law. Now, when the word law is used in the New Testament, when he refers to the law, what he's referring to is the Pentateuch, the first 5 books of the Bible. What the Hebrews call the Torah, we call the Pentateuch. It's the same thing, the first 5 books of the Bible. And in there is everything that the Hebrew people needed to run their society. Part of that, part of the law, was the 20th chapter of the book of Exodus, which is the second book in the Pentateuch, which is the 10 Commandments. And so what they were trying to get him to do was pick one so that they could all fight about it, you see? Which one's the best? And what he did was he gave a synopsis of it all. He said it's very simple. Forget about the 10 Commandments. If you love God with your whole heart and your whole mind and your whole soul, if you're totally focused on God, if all that you have and all that you do and every moment of your day is focused on God, if your prayer in the morning is, Lord, not my will, but your will be done, if you hand yourself over to God, then you don't need anything else. God will take care of you. The world will change. As we said all along with the 10 Commandments, if we understood the first commandment, the other ones aren't needed. They'll just fall into place. But because we don't get the first one, God had to spell it out a little. So what Jesus says is simply this: love God. Make God the center of your life. Make God the center of your being. Do we pray to God every day? Is God the center, or are there still false gods in our life? Are there still things that are more important to us than God? Do we still make compromises in our moral life? Do we still make compromises in how we raise our children? Do we still make other things more important than church, more important than God? We said last week when Jesus was asked the question about whether to pay the poll tax or not, and he said, render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's and to God the things that are God. And I challenged you last week that if we really believed that, if we really gave everything to God, then we would do what God asks us, and that is to give back to others for the good of their lives the first and best that we have, to tithe, to take 10% of our time, 10% of our talents and gifts, 10% of our wealth to share with others, and to do it deliberately. And if we did that deliberately, 2.4 hours of every day would be spent in our pursuit of God and in the pursuit of the goodness of others. 2.4 hours a day. Do we do that? That's all God asks of us. He gives us 22.6 other hours to do anything else we want. But 2.4 hours a day in prayer, in service to others, in caring for God's kingdom. So, the challenge is, how do we love God with our whole heart and our whole mind? We start there, by giving back what was given to us. And to look in those categories of time, talent, and treasure. That those 3 things make us Catholic. The Catholic tradition is not a tradition of philosophy. It's a tradition of life. That we as Catholics deliberately do good in service to others. So, Jesus said, how do we get saved? First of all, make God the center of your life. And then secondly, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's that simple. And that filters down into our everyday lives. Do you sit on the side of the road wanting to get into traffic? We do. So the next time you see someone else needing to get into traffic, what will your attitude be? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We need to understand that religion and faith isn't something up there, it's something down here. It's about how we live our everyday lives, how we touch other people. Would you want people to be kind to you? Do you want people to hold the door for you or to let it slam in your face? So then be more conscious. And it really has to do with consciousness. I'm not alone in this world. So how do my actions impact other people? We never know. And so we have to very cautiously think, how do we put ourselves in the other one's place? And if everybody would do that, if everyone would begin to say, now how will this simple action, this everyday action, how will it affect someone else's life? The world becomes a better place. Right? We all like to be appreciated. We all like to be thanked. When was the last time you took the time to thank the choir people, to thank the people who sing, to thank the people who take care of the grounds at the church? When was the last time you thanked your bus driver? When was the last time you thanked someone? The point is being conscious that we're not God, being conscious that other people, whatever we would like in life, we need to do to others. So, as you and I pray today, the message is very simple and very clear this morning. Love God with every ounce of your strength. Love God. Pray every day. Worship every day, every week. Pray, read the scriptures, and serve the needs of others deliberately. Not because someone falls down in front of you with a heart attack and you're forced to do it. But deliberately figure out how you can be kind and generous and loving and understanding to others. Deliberately do it. That's the difference between being casually Catholic and being truly Catholic. That it's part of the daily plan, how to do good to others. As you and I pray today, let us think of all the ways that we can deliberately do good, how we can be more conscious of the effects of our actions on others. When was the last time you returned a shopping cart back to the store? Someone else has to pick it up. When was the last time you deliberately gave up a parking space close to the store so that someone who may come behind you, who has a handicap, can use it? When was the last time you deliberately held the door open so that another could pass in? When was the last time you deliberately thanked someone? These are the principles by which we live, that we will do unto others as we would want them to do unto us. Let us be more conscious of that, and the world would be a different place. The two great commandments: love God with all your heart and love your neighbors as you love yourself. Be at peace. Let us stand now and profess what we believe.